What if I told you that trillions of dollars of national debt don't actually exist? At least, not in the way we think. Governments borrow, taxes rise, but behind the scenes, entire nations' debts vanish quietly. Where does that money go? Who holds the books? And who decides what gets erased and what doesn't? Today, we pull back the curtain on one of the world's most guarded financial secrets, a hidden system that decides who wins, who loses, and who never even sees the game. This is central bank's shadow ledger, where national debts really disappear. I'm Dr. Reid, your mind-money mentor, and this is where the numbers start lying. To understand the shadow ledger, we need to travel back to a time when money had weight. Gold backed every currency. A dollar, a pound, a franc, each represented a promise to redeem real gold. But wars, empires, and ambition changed everything. There was never enough gold to pay for expansion. So central banks were born, the architects of illusion. Their invention? A hidden layer of accounting that only they could see. They called it monetary policy. But it was something far more powerful, the birth of invisible debt management, a system where nations could borrow not from other countries, but from the future itself. And that's where the shadow ledger began, a record of debts and credits that never appear on public books, yet control everything.
It all became official in 1913, the year the Federal Reserve was born, a private banking system wrapped in national authority. Decades later, the Bretton Woods Agreement in 1944 created a global order of finance. The US dollar became king, every currency pegged to it, which meant one thing: if America printed money, the world followed. But here's the twist. When a central bank buys its own government's debt, it doesn't record that as spending. It records it as an asset. So the more debt a nation creates, the richer its central bank looks on paper. A paradox, a magician's trick, and the audience? Every taxpayer on Earth.
By the 1980s, the game evolved. Gold was gone. Computers replaced ledgers. With a few keystrokes, central banks could move trillions across digital screens. No shipments, no signatures, just numbers. They called it financial innovation. But in truth, it was the digitization of illusion. Debt could now be hidden inside swaps, derivatives, and internal transfers. To the public, the numbers looked stable. On the shadow ledger, it was merely moved to another layer of time. Then came 2008. The illusion cracked. The global financial crisis revealed the truth. Trillions in liabilities existed outside official balance sheets. Central banks responded the only way they knew how, by printing more. They called it quantitative easing, a sophisticated phrase for creating money to cover money we already printed.
Then came the pandemic, a global pause, economies frozen. Governments borrowed more in 12 months than in the entire decade before. Trillions printed, debts exploding. But not all of it appeared in the books. Some of it was moved into internal balance consolidations, quiet offsets between central banks and governments. That's polite language for debt disappearing on paper. And that's where the shadow ledger swelled, where unsustainable debt simply vanished into interbank swaps and revaluations. It's the world's most powerful illusion, and the world's most fragile one.
And yet, nothing truly disappeared, because debt never dies. It only changes form. The cost returned through inflation, not just higher prices, but the silent erosion of value. Every time a central bank alters the shadow ledger, ordinary citizens pay through weaker currency and shrinking savings. The rich hold assets, the poor hold money, and money keeps losing worth. The cycle repeats. Bailouts, stimulus, revisions. Each one another entry in the shadow ledger. Each one another invisible tax.
Governments tried reforms, transparency acts, audits. But the truth is, the ledger itself is beyond reach. It doesn't live in Parliament or Congress. It lives inside the systems of central banks, untouchable, unseen. Because in the modern world, control doesn't come from ownership. It comes from recording reality. And those who write the numbers control the story.
Today, the shadow ledger is evolving again. This time, it's going digital, fully. Central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, promise convenience, but behind the glow lies control. Every transaction, every loan, every debt, traceable, programmable, and instantly erasable. The same shadow ledger, now rebuilt in code. History repeats. Debt, crisis, reset, control. The pattern is ancient. Only the interface has changed.
Every empire falls, not when it runs out of money, but when it runs out of trust. Today, trust isn't in gold. It isn't in governments. It's in digits, written by hands we never see. So ask yourself, when the next crisis comes and they announce another $1 trillion rescue, where will that money really go? And what will vanish in return? This is Mind Money Mentor. I'm Dr. Reid. Stay curious, stay awake, and always follow the money.
If this opened your eyes, like, share, and subscribe to Dr. Reid, Mind Money Mentor. Because understanding the system is the first step to mastering it.